Hey folks, happy Sunday and welcome to our Sunday Market Intel Brief. Matthew Buckley, call sign Whiz, and you have probably until midnight tonight. I checked in with Jeff this morning, Jeff Tompkins over at Altos Trading. 7. There are only 7 of these annual memberships left for a 78% discount, folks. This is insane. Now, again, he's doing this to help pitch into the fight, to help save and change the lives of veterans, first responders, and their families. So head to altostrading.com/WOF, weekly options futures. It's WOF. This is limited to TOPGUN options members, folks. 78% discount. This morning, talking to him on the phone with my Sunday morning coffee, he said, yeah, dude, only about 7 left. So really happy with the turnout. Again, altostrading.com/WOF, weekly options futures. And obviously, if you didn't watch the replay, head to go.topgunoptions.com/WOF-replay. Okay, I'll put this link in the email as well. So weekly options futures replay. It'll be in the email that you got to watch this video. Okay, and obviously you can open an account to auto trade with CTG. Okay, Capital Trading Group, a big futures trading firm. Nell Sloan obviously joined us on Thursday and briefed why she's doing this, why she's donating each quarter a portion of the commissions generated to the No Fallen Heroes Foundation. Obviously, coming from some loss, she lost her son, Frankie. He sadly took his own life. United States Marine, just heartbreaking. She found the No Fallen Heroes Foundation months ago and said, Whiz, we need to do something together. I'm pretty sure if Frankie had known about what you do, or at least I knew, he'd probably still be here. So, I mean, just from tragedy, we're rising from the ashes, right? A phoenix rises from the ashes. So his death is not in vain. So if you want to trade, futures, do it through CTG. Again, just click on this green button down here that says auto trade and save lives right over there. Okay, good stuff. Again, it's a God moment. I love this stuff. I love putting down the ladder to help save and change the lives of veterans and first responders and their families, and hopefully you do as well. Real quick, last week, man, I got run over by Goldman Sachs and Morgan Stanley. Looking at the financials. Well, let's talk about Friday real quick. Take a look at all these orders. That's yesterday, right? So, or Friday, sorry, 7/21. Look at all of these sniper shots, folks. Friday was sniper alley, man. Look at this. Let's bring up a 3-day chart here. So here's the opening move, right? There's the ring. Opening bell, implosion, explosion, implosion. I think I took like 2 snipers in there. Market goes up, market implodes, market goes up, market implodes, market goes up, market implodes, and then it flatlined into the close. Literally sniper alley. So, my Goldman Sachs bear call spread and my Morgan Stanley, I got kicked in the teeth, but the sniper shots that I took all week were beautiful and negated any of that loss. But this was bad on me. Usually, obviously not this time, but usually after financial earnings, money wrote, it's buy the rumor, sell the news, usually with financial earnings. Look, you got a run up of Goldman Sachs in earnings, and then they usually sell the news. Why? Because this week coming up is what? Tech earnings. So it's usually a crowd mentality around earnings. Everybody piles into the financials. Okay, financials are done. Let's pile over into tech. All right, they're done. Let's go over to consumer cycle. It's kind of a herd that moves around. But look at Goldman Sachs and then look at Morgan Stanley. Same thing. Buy the rumor and keep going, which, it's starting to turn here. I should not have stepped in front of these. Thankfully, Thursday, I think it was. Thursday in the accelerated retirement and weekly debrief, we talked about legging into an iron butterfly, so at least offsetting the potential loss, or not potential loss, it was a loss of the bear call spread. So hopefully on Thursday, you legged into an iron butterfly, put on a bull put spread down here at 92.5, and that would have offset the max loss in that trade. So that's how you got to do it, folks. You got to manage. You got to dogfight. If a position's going against you, you dogfight it. So hopefully that took the sting out of it. But like I said, the sniper shots all last week it was awesome. We had a lot of fun trading the sniper shots. This is what we do in our Max Afterburner lifetime group, and boom, it was awesome. What was yesterday? There you go. Out of all my SPX snipers, about 25.75 in profit. So, and a lot of other folks doing some good stuff. Rebecca got out of the Whiz trade at 50%. Took a few snipers today. Good stuff. And these were quick. $800, 50% in a couple minutes. I mean, this is not hard, folks. And it's fun. You can just trade those swings in those momentum, and that's what we do here. Real quick review. Last week was also just an absolute disgrace. The House, a hearing on censorship that Democrats wanted to censor. They're eating their own, right? Robert Kennedy, had to school Democrats on censorship. I mean, it was just everything that happened this week. And then also the two IRS whistleblowers. Absolute in control, just proof beyond a reasonable doubt that this guy is an absolute criminal and he's getting preferential treatment. And they're gonna, I think the House committee is going to refer 6 to 10 new crimes. I mean, dude, he charged like flying hookers around the country as business expenses. First of all, flying a prostitute, across state lines, right? Governor Spitzer from New York. It's a violation of the Mann Act. There's so much bad going on, and we have absolute proof that the Burisma CEO gave him a $10 million bribe, half to him and half to the big guy. Don't you guys wonder how a U.S. senator and vice president for 45 years becomes filthy rich on a government salary? Don't you? Seriously? And the guy's got tapes. He's got it on tape. And again, Donald Trump was impeached for a phone call to Zelensky. Why? This whole fucking Ukraine thing, man. A corrupt country in Eastern Europe is like created an it's a Monday. No wonder Biden's going to die on this hill because it's absolutely corrupt. Donald Trump gets impeached for calling Zelensky, going, dude, look into all this bullshit. We're not giving you any money if you're a dirty. Joe Biden is on tape saying, I'm not going to give you this money unless you fire this prosecutor that's looking into my son. Guy got fired. They got the money, and then they got this bribe. Nothing to see here, right? But let's indict 3 or 4 times the Republican who's in charge and probably going to get the nomination. Trust me, I can't stand Donald Trump, folks, but look at this stuff. The absolute corruption of the Biden family and then Donald Trump. Those are the two best Americans we can pick. Makes me sad. So, against the Secretary of Defense nominated Paparo. He's a Top Gun grad. He flew the Tomcat. He flew Eagles during an exchange tour, and he's a Hornet guy. Over 1,000 carrier landings. Dude is a bad ass. Commander-in-Chief of the Pacific, right? That's who Austin wanted as the new Chief of Naval Operations. Nope. Joe Biden overruled all of that for a boat driver, a female boat driver. So, and of course, he couldn't emphasize her gender. She is the second woman ever to achieve the rank of 4-star admiral in the Navy. So, unbelievable that even the Secretary of Defense wanted this guy, but he's a white male. Nope, we can't have white males. We go with gender hires. Now, she might be qualified, but you automatically lead with questions. Just like this, if I'm president, I'm going to nominate a black female to the Supreme Court. How about the best qualified? No. I don't want the best qualified. I want a quota. So even if they are the best qualified, it has the stink of it not. Unbelievable. Ladies and gentlemen, when it comes to the United States military, diversity is not our strength. Strength is our strength. It's awful. From Clinton to Barack Hussein Obama to Joe Biden, the Democrats destroy the military with their social engineering and their experiments. It's sad. Biden Department of Defense lets transgender service members, skip deployments. Receive indefinite physical fitness waivers. Look at that. The portrait of Army physical fitness. So if you become a transgender, you don't have to deploy, and you get constant whatever you want. This is your United States military, ladies and gentlemen. It is the laughingstock of the world. Unbelievable. Speaking of laughingstock of the world, we're starting to really lean on Ukraine like, dude, get it done. Big article in the Wall Street Journal today, drinking my coffee. Ukraine's lack of weaponry and training risks stalemate in fight with Russia. You think? Lack of weaponry. Excuse me? We give them M1 Abrams, we give them Leopards, we give them Patriots, we give them Shadows, we give them Bradleys. Lack of weaponry. Folks, it's a meat grinder. It's a meat grinder of death, and nobody's mentioning the word peace. Again, online, I get attacked all the time from people calling me a traitor, right? Me. I piss red, white, and blue. Probably need some penicillin, and I'm a traitor for not being a full-throated. I get it, man. Russia's wrong. Putin's a war criminal, blah, 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 fill in the blank. But stop the killing. Maybe at least try and talk for a little bit, and then if you can't figure it out, then go back to killing each other. Even that, gets, people give me grief about. It is unbelievable, the echo chamber in this with the elites in D.C. about what's going on. I'm actually heading to D.C. this week, so Wednesday, Thursday, we'll probably cancel the briefs because I'm going to the Hill, man. And we have a meeting at the Speaker's office. I can't wait. Look at this. The Dow notches its longest win streak since 2017. Look at this chart. Like 12, I think it was flat Friday. I forget what it closed at on Friday, but look at this, folks. Straight up out of the Dow. Okay? It's irrational, right? If the market's not doing something you think it should be doing, you're wrong, not the market. So I'm sitting on my hands, man. Absolutely getting out of the way of this. But the longest win streak since when? 2017. What happened after that? Implosion. So get ready, folks. I mean, the VIX is dead. The market's just having us rip your face off. Let's go look at the S&P 500. Same thing. Not as violent as the Dow, but look at this melt up, man. It is just, you cannot stop this thing. We nailed it. I told you last year, the end of last year and the beginning of this year, I said there will be a June turnaround in the market. You can go listen to the sit reps and the recordings. I nailed it. Didn't think it was going to look like that, though. Wow. But, again, when something's on a tear, either join it or get out of the way. So the market kind of is like, no, you know what? The Fed's going to do this, a soft landing. We're on a separate flight. We already crashed, folks. Inflation at 9.1%, the market imploding. It already had crashed. Now, if you want to believe the Fed's kind of airborne and again on a different flight and can land us safely, So big tech was leading this thing. Tesla, Meta, Amazon, Alphabet, NVIDIA, Microsoft, Apple. Now some other names are starting to dip their toe into this rally. So again, I always got one hand on the ejection handle. When tech stocks, meme stocks, and crypto are all ripping higher, you got to keep an eye on that stuff. All these frothies, folks, I've seen this froth before, and the froth never continues. Laughing about Threads being dead, all the limousine liberals and the media and everybody wanted, it's the Twitter killer, and Elon's done, and here comes Zuck. Fail. DAU, daily active users, fallen 70% since it's going to kill Twitter. I laughed. We and Zuck, we have 100 million users in 5 days. You copied and pasted from Instagram to Threads. You're forcing people on it, and if you try and delete your Threads account, it deletes your Instagram account, so you're a hostage. He failed at Meta, the metaverse, and he failed at Threads. Billions, tens of billions of dollars on failures out of this guy. And look at this. Let's go look at Meta. You want a potential short, folks? Look at Meta. Let's show 1 year chart. Straight up year to date. Now it imploded on Friday. Get ready for the tech wreck, folks. I told you in over 3 decades of doing this, there's always a tech wreck when, oh my God, this monster tech rally. Oh, you think this one will be the one that keeps going on? Yeah, fail. Look at Meta. There is a big short right there in Meta. I would pound that thing into the dirt. There's no way they can, I guess, but I was going to say there's no way they get on their earnings call and be like, hey, everything's great. Threads is great. The metaverse that I spent $13 billion on, which failed, everything's great. I'd pound Meta into the dirt. Credit scores are plunging as why? People aren't paying their debt. The ConAgra CEO last week said people are cutting back on food purchases, but yet the Biden economy is just roaring. I love this. Limousine liberals ripping each other apart. Fran Drescher versus Bob Iger. The dude makes $78,000 a day, and Fran's, calling poor, right? I am a SAG, I gave up my SAG membership. I can't stand it. I was a member of the Screen Actors Guild, and 98% of SAG members don't make more than like $10,000, folks. So it's funny to watch what's going on here. Why do I bring this up? Because if this gets longer, pound Disney into the dirt, pound Netflix into the dirt, because they aren't making fresh, new content. And if that ain't ready to go by the fall and Christmas time, it's going to be dark for the media companies. I guarantee it. So there's a potential short. Once again, this week, the Wall Street Journal rolls in hot with an article on psychedelics, the new promise of psychedelics, man. It is coming. It is here. It is good to go. Psychedelics like MDMA were an unexpected part of the defense funding bill. It was only unexpected if you don't know what's going on. But I'm going to be in D.C. this week. I don't know. We have a meeting quote at the speaker's office. Don't know if it's with him, obviously, but even if it's with a chief of staff or somebody, it's a big deal. So it's here. It's saving lives. It's changing lives. It's not for everybody, obviously, but folks, this is the way to heal, man. Let me save that article. This is the shoe guy, Blake Mykoski from Tom Shoes. And we're good. Good stuff. Like I said, 78% discounts probably going to end today if it's not already done. If this page is down, you missed it, and you're going to have to pay full price. But altostrading.com/WOF, weekly options futures. 78% discount for TGO folks, $14.95. It's a steal. It's about $7,000 worth of value, and he gutted it for Top Gun Options members. And then obviously to watch the replay, it's go.topgunoptions.com/WOF-replay. And you can click on the buttons either to go to the order page with Altos or click over here to open a futures account with Nell Sloan from Capital Trading Group, where you can auto trade all of these positions. It's really cool. A portion quarterly of the commissions generated through this will be going to the No Fallen Heroes Foundation. I love it. It's a win-win. Have a great rest of your day. Happy hunting. Make sure you hedge. Fights on. Namaste and Basi Basi. I'll see you tomorrow for Solo Amazon at 10 a.m.